Today, we will be learning about finding the horizontal asymptote in rational functions. First, if the highest power of x is in the denominator, then the horizontal asymptote starts at y equals 0. There is an exception to this rule. So first off, let's explore this rule. So if the highest power of x is in the denominator, we can set up an equation like this. So in this equation, the horizontal asymptote is equal to 0, or y is equal to 0. The graph will not be able to touch this line as a rational function. Now, if your equation is y is equal to 1 over x plus 5, the horizontal asymptote is not y is equal to 0, even though the highest power of x is in the denominator. You see, since there's a plus 5 here, we're going to have to add that to the original 0. So 0 plus 5 is equal to 5, which means that the horizontal asymptote of this equation is equal to y is equal to 5. Now, let's move on to the next rule. If the higher power of x is in the numerator, then there is no horizontal asymptote. There are no exceptions to this rule. So, for example, we have equation y is equal to 2 times x to the 5th power over 3x to the 3rd. We know that there is no horizontal asymptote, and there are no exceptions. Finally, the final rule is, if the highest power of x is the same in the numerator and the denominator, then the horizontal asymptote will be the ratio of the coefficients of those terms. So, if our equation is y is equal to x squared over 3x squared, then we know we need to take the ratio of the coefficients of those terms. So the coefficients for x squared is 1, and the coefficient for the x squared in the denominator is 3. So if we divide 1 by 3, that is going to be our horizontal asymptote. Now, in this rule, there is an exception, just like the first rule. So, if your equation is 5x squared over 5x squared plus 3, we know that the coefficients are the 5s, the 5 in the numerator and the denominator. So if we divide 5 by 5, we get 1. Now, just like we did here, we're going to have to add the 1 to the 3. For example, here we found the horizontal asymptote if we only looked at the first part of the function was 0, we would have to add that to the 5 on the right side. That's what we're going to have to do here. Since we got a 1 from dividing 5 by 5, we're going to have to add 3 to the 1. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, which means that the horizontal asymptote of this equation is y is equal to 4. So now hopefully we know how to find the horizontal asymptote of these rational functions.